Hey everyone,
I'm Kelly,
I'm Caitlin.
and welcome to our channel.
Today we're going to share with you guys about essential oils, one of the bases for a lot of natural living, because basically in every aspect of your life, you can use oils for something. Which we basically do multiple
Literally.
oils multiple times a day, all the time. So, we have some oils in our diffuser. Actually, one of our things we're going to be doing in every video is, what's in our diffuser? What's in our diffuser, Kelly?
So, in our diffuser today, we have Simple Earths, coffee, and nutmeg. It is one of my favorite blends. It just is very...
It smells like a latte.
Yeah, and it also has this warm feeling smell to it.
It's homey.
It's very homey.
It's really good. So we'll link down below Simply Earth's website, and we'll share a little bit more about them maybe later in the video. I'm going to share with you in our intro video. I shared I'm a cosmetologist. I'm going to share with you, which doesn't mean that I know more about hair and skin oils than anybody else, but it just a little bit more science behind how your skin and hair works. Anyway, my all-time favorite oil for hair is lavender. It's very simple. Lavender can be used for almost everything. If you don't know what oil to use lavender. I like to use this in a couple different ways. In hair masks, oil treatments. I like to do a hot oil treatment every once in a while for my hair and scalp. But mostly, I have dry scalp. I don't know if you have some of that
I
as well.
deal with that as well.
So I take a little bit of lavender in my fingers and just kind of rub it in the spot that I have irritation. Lavender is really, really good for skin irritation anywhere on your body, but
it smells amazing
it
as
smells
well.
good. And you can dilute it with any kind of oil, but I do it straight because then my hair doesn't get greasy. I have fine hair, and just having the straight up oil, it's not as oily as coconut oil or something like that. I wouldn't be able to just go throughout my day with that in my hair. So
Unless you want to look really greasy all
unless
day.
you're going, that's a stop. That again, being the cosmetologist in me, that is actually a trend to have that like slicked wet hair. It's not my thing, but
Not my.
do you use anything else for your hair?
Not really. I do a lot of the lavender in my hair as well. Due to my thyroid issues, I get a lot of dry scalp, and the lavender just seems to calm that as well. So I'm not itching throughout the year, throughout the day. So it definitely just calms it as well.
Yeah, so that works really well, and I still have a baby on me, so I'm gonna be moving through this video, and it's just gonna be fine because she needs a nap, and that's just what you do sometimes. So that is another thing. Lavender moves into the next category of just your skincare for your face, for any part of your skin. That one's kind of a given for me. Tea tree oil, that one I use for spot treatments, for acne. It just goes in there and cleanses. It's antimicrobial and antibacterial, so it's really, really great for getting rid of acne scars, or more like your acne that's currently their acne scars. I would say more would be our next oil, which is frankincense. So frankincense is really great for scars. If you have a cut, it helps just heal your skin and go back to normal again. So on a day-to-day basis, I usually use tea tree as a spot treatment, like once a day. We have to be careful. I know my skin, so I know what I need to dilute and what I don't need to dilute. I even know the time of year. Sometimes I need to dilute it. Like if it's summer and I have a sunburn, I'm not even gonna put tea tree oil on my skin. I'm gonna put lavender. You just have to be smart and know like when is the right time. If my skin's extra dry, I will dilute it down in my moisturizer. Generally, tea tree oil straight on, spot treatment, lavender and frankincense go in my moisturizer and goes on my face. So those are the two the two sections that I'm going to be talking about mainly, kind of going back and forth anyway. So
Yes. With the skincare with me, I use lavender, tea tree, and frankincense almost every day. With my PCOS and thyroid problems, what they are is in hormonal imbalances. So I deal with a lot of acne, a lot of dry spots, random breakouts. So with those, I have found that just using them about once a day, sometimes more depending on the time of year, has definitely helped reduce that as well. So yeah, I definitely agree with her on those two. On my list is cleaning and laundry. I have definitely tried to, due to the fact I have dogs, and just wanting to become a stress-free, natural home as much as I can. I use essential oils in everything I do with laundry and cleaning the house. My favorite oils to put in is Defender, which is also called Thieves, and
depending on what brand you use.
Yeah, Young Living one, or Purification. I put those in my laundry when I wash it, and then I put it in my laundry when I dry it. Gives it that really fresh smelling, good smelling smell when it comes out. It also purifies it and makes it so all those chemicals or toxins that you've been around all day is just out of your clothes.
Right.
Another really good one that I've used, and I know Caitlin uses, is lemon. Lemon is just the best smelling thing ever.
It's so fresh.
Yes.
For sheets.
It's really good. Another one that I have done, especially for like sheets, just lavender. A little bit of lavender just puts calm, and when you want to go to bed, you want to like relax and stuff, so just having that in your sheets smells really good.
Yeah, and using oils in your dryer balls instead of dryer sheets, because if you didn't know, dryer sheets are one of the most toxic things you use in your home. So out of all the cleaning things and everything, dryer sheets are one of the most toxic things for you to use. And you're putting them right, like the smell, right next to your body, right on your body. It affects your hormones.
It's going into your skin all day.
For women and girls, things that affect your hormones can really mess you up, especially with fertility and things like that. So just super, super careful. We try to be with anything, especially for ourselves. My husband might he's a CNA, he'll put his scrubs maybe through, because it makes him feel better if he uses Tide or something in his scrubs. That's fine. Like, it's his decision what he wants to use, but for us personally and for our baby, just knowing what you're using that's going on her skin is not going to hurt her at all.
Yeah. I also do not use laundry detergent. I have found it's a laundry egg ball. It is eco-friendly. I've had my current one for almost a year and it isn't even half gone. They say that it can last up to 3 years. So I put that in there as my detergent and then add my oil. So I'm not using the toxin of the laundry detergent in my clothes as well. So another topic that I'm definitely really passionate about, I know Caitlin is too, health and wellness. With PCOS and thyroid problems, what I ingest, what I take, affects everything. I'm constantly up and down, and for about the last 6 months I have been really cautious and really aware of what I'm putting in my body, and I have noticed a huge change. Some of the oils I absolutely love for health and wellness is Thieves, Deep Relief, Stress Away. Caitlin loves the seedlings
from Young Living
for this little one.
Yep. I'll share a little bit more about that later.
But it's just, I've definitely just noticed a big difference in my attitude and my hormones, even just eating right. Yeah, it really affects the whole aspect of your body.
Right. And obviously, being familiar with essential oils, or those of you who, if you do wholesale or just use them in general, you can't say this is like, it's not healing her PCOS. You can't say that. It's not approved by the FDA, but it helps her with her symptoms, and just overall, even if you're just using things for aromatherapy, just makes you feel better. Good smelling things just feel good, and knowing that the good smelling things that you're releasing into your home are healthy for your body. Because we could go into, I already mentioned how bad dryer sheets are. Candles.
I just found this one out. Candles they're bad. Terrible.
They're really, so you just have to be so careful. You can get more natural candles, or you can just diffuse oils like we're doing now.
And it smells just as good.
If you will be surprised a lot of people just think, oh, you know, there's lemon, peppermint, lavender. Those are the basic ones I feel like that people know about. There's so many. Like, there's a coffee oil. If you love, my mom loves a coffee candle. So I'm going to get her hooked on the coffee oil instead of the coffee candle. I'm going to share a little bit. Seedlings Calm is a relatively new launch from Young Living. We're probably only really going to be talking about Young Living and Simply Earth for our oils. Those are the ones that we use and like and trust. You can kind of do with your discretion what you want to use. I wouldn't recommend just going to Walmart and picking one off the shelf, because if it says 100% natural therapeutic oil, doesn't mean it is.
And one way to know is look at the ingredients. Look what's in it. The smell. You can tell a huge difference between a Walmart peppermint and Simply Earth or Young Living, because the stronger the smell, the more natural they're gonna be.
And lavender, I'd say, is another good one to know, because ones that smell like perfume, like chemical, that's not real. Because what they do is some create their oils in a laboratory, and some, like Simply Earth and Young Living, harvest them from the natural resource where they're naturally grown in the world. So that's just a little bit on that. A lot of people aren't aware of those things,
Which is a little scary.
yeah. So anyways, that I went off on a tangent there, but
get used to it. We both are really good at going off on a tangent.
Seedlings Calm is one that Young Living recently came out with for babies. There's controversy with this. Do as you feel convicted to do for your family. Being very diluted, I do not have any problem putting certain oils on my baby. I have family in the medical field and people that I trust who have put oils on their babies from day one. They've been fine. Use at your discretion. Trust the brands that you use and all of that. They have to be careful what they can say you can use, because lawsuits are a real thing. So if an oil company tells you can put this on a 1 week old and they have a rash, then that's going to cause a problem. So use at your own discretion. She has not had any sign of allergic reactions. Like, she has had thieves on her feet when a lot of our family was getting sick. Like, 1 drop in a whole lot of carrier oil. She was fine. We use Seedlings Calm almost every day in the diffuser. If you're worried, you know, just put it in the diffuser and don't put it directly on their skin if you're worried. Seedlings Calm is great. Getting your baby in a bedtime routine is really important, and the smell reminds her. It helps her calm her down. So that one is really good. Frankincense is one that we use for immunity. If thieves is just something that you're scared of, with the warmer, as they call, clove, cinnamon leaf is better than cinnamon bark for young ones. If that's too scary, it can be, because oils are scary, because there's people over here that say you can put anything on your kids without even diluting it. People say you shouldn't put it on their babies till they're 2. So what do? Just, you know, again, do your research and come with that conclusion yourself. But frankincense also helps with immunity, so you can use that on your baby. It's great for their skin, and don't even have to worry about thieves if you don't want to. So.
Another thing I would say, especially, I absolutely love kids. I've been around kids my whole entire life. I babysit all the time. So I've used oil on kids. One thing that I've tried is, if you do have an oil that you want to try on your kids, do a little bit, make sure it's diluted, and then just do a little bit. Go a couple hours and see if they react.
Exactly.
It may help you feel a little bit better, and then you also know that they don't have a reaction. Like, my boyfriend hates peppermint. Part of that is his mom overused it. So his reaction to peppermint is he gets terrible headaches and he gets sick. And so I don't use a whole lot of peppermint around him, so it's just testing and figuring out which one's
body is different.
Yeah, which one's good for you and which one you don't like.
Even not just kids, but our bodies are different. So what might affect me differently might not affect her. But even, because you can't say, oh, use peppermint, it will take away your headache. Because some people, peppermint doesn't work for a headache.
Yeah.
Some people, if you have, if it's tension, then I use Copaiba because that just works better for me. Some people swear by peppermint, so Like, your body's different.
It's different. So take your time. Try maybe a couple different brands that work best for you and use different ones. It's always a test run. Just like one medicine may not work the same for another person.
Right.
So
yeah, we kind of got a little long-winded with this video, but this is super fun. So we will be, let's share about our boxes. We like Simply Earth because it's a newer company. Do you know what year they started?
I'm not 100% on that.
I would say at least in the 2000s.
Yeah, it's a much newer company.
Yeah, Young Living was 1994. I remember that because that's the year I was born. It's much newer than that. But we love it. It's local in the sense that it's from the Midwest and we're from the Midwest. Even though it's just like not state the same, but still it feels local to us.
It's local.
When you live in the Midwest, any of those states that border each other, like they just seem local in that sense. For sure it is. So we love that. It's a newer company. I like supporting companies that we're passionate about. We're gonna be sharing a lot of different things. They have oils, just general oils. They are cheaper.
Which is one of their main goals is to make affordable oils.
They're not a multi-level marketing thing. If that's not your thing, it's not your thing, is it? Okay. If that's not your thing, that's fine. But they have monthly boxes with different oils and like
recipe cards.
Recipes? Yeah. So she's gonna share. This is the January box.
So
everyone, this shouldn't be a spoiler because everybody who has a January box should have already gotten it.
Yes. So one of my favorite things about this company is I am huge passionate about sex trafficking. So 13% of all your proceeds go to helping end sex trafficking. So just a side note.
That is a big deal.
Okay. So each month you will get recipe cards, and each month has a theme. So this one is kind of just relaxing, wellness, just relaxing kind of is this theme. So this month you get the Relief
Clary Sage.
Lemon and Howood.
Which sounds weird. That smells so good.
It
By
smells.
the way,
It's probably gonna become one of my favorites for sure.
Same.
You get little bottles to make your items, and then also this month is
Avocado oil.
So in that,
That is a lot. And tell them how much it costs.
so this
It's $39.99.
I just have it on auto ship, so it's $39.
$39.
But each month you get 4 full-size oils, which is, I think, basically how I've gotten almost all my oils. And they're just super fun to make, and I look forward to getting them so much.
And these oils, depending, so their singles they're usually $9.99. And some of them is and any of those a blend, or are they all singles?
The Relief is a blend.
See, that's a blend, which is usually $13 or $12.
Around, yeah.
So you're paying $40, which would just be like if you're buying 4 regular oils, you're already getting
Plus
more
the
than
items
you would.
you need.
And then your avocado oil you're getting, and then this.
So, first time you sign up, you'll get this. They are free as long as you have a subscription. Every 6 months, you will get the big bonus box, which is hi, good afternoon. You'll get the beeswax, coconut oil, almond oil.
And these are always the same. It's a one. Someone just woke up, so it's a whole thing.
Coconut oil, the
This is real
solid.
life.
Yes. And then you also get roller bottles. So you'll get 6 of those, and then 6, if I can find. They're also very good at everything they ship is recyclable. The little bottles, and then there's lids in here somewhere.
So if you're making your own special blend that they have recipes for.
So yeah, in these recipe cards, they'll always have a roller blend and then a diffuser blend. I absolutely love these. I love making them. I love trying new things out. A lot of these oils are ones that I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, I'm gonna order that. Basically my go-to is Defender, which is also called Beeves. and a different brand, and then lavender are kind of my go-to oils. So having a box that comes with ones I can try, like the Whole Wood, smells so good. It's really woodsy, outdoorsy smell. Love it. So yeah, it's really fun to try, and it's affordable.
Yes.
And it's fun.
So February is gonna be my first box, but because I ordered it, I subscribed. Was it just last week actually?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
So, and up until this point, I had been using Young Living and Plant Therapy, which I still really like Plant Therapy, but Some of the Earth is cool. Like I said, Midwest company, which we really appreciate. The sex trafficking thing is a huge deal. It's beginning to be a bigger and bigger deal, unfortunately, as time goes on. And their subscription box. So I'm actually getting the February box a little bit earlier than... Yeah, because it'll still be January. Because I'm supposed to... Yeah, I know. Oh no. You're so sad.
One thing I do want to, they have a purity promise. So if you ever have any issues, you don't like the oil, you question it, each batch they make, they have a little number on it, and that is specific to the batch that oil has been made.
Which is cool.
Which you can go online, they have the website right underneath, to look at where that came from exactly, what's in it, how it was processed. It is basically, they want to make you feel comfortable with their oils.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you later.
Bye!
Bye.